Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, How Does the New Year Affect the Mitzvot Hatiluyoth Ba'aretz? It's Tafshin Tet. New Year, Baruch Hashem. We just finished celebrating Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Simchat Torah. What a grand time we've had, Baruch Hashem. And what are the ramifications regarding Trumot U'Masrot? It's a new year. So we have to go over a lot of basic information. Then we need to analyze, what does this new year have to do with tithing? We may be familiar with the song, Tu B'Shvat Higiya Chag La'ilanot. So Tu B'Shvat, that's the new year for the fruit. So Tishrei, is it a new year for some other produce? The answer is yes. It's important to understand it. Even though all the makolets in Ramat Beit Shemesh and around Israel, Baruch Hashem, almost all of them have te'udot, where the Truma and Masa is taken. Still, we have yards where we take Truma and Masa. We have friends' yards where they give us gifts. We have to be familiar with the halachot of Truma and Masa and how it applies. And even if it's not halachically applicable, we should want to understand it's Hashem's Torah and understand how it applies. So there's a lot of information. We need to have a couple introductory shiurim, and then we could see the new year, what does that mean regarding the produce? So first of all, the halacha is that Kedusha Ta'aretz we have today. Without Kedusha Ta'aretz, without the sanctity of the land, we don't have Truma and Maser. So, according to Chatam Sofer, there was some kind of Kedusha Ta'aretz already from the creation of the world. According to others, there was a special Kedusha endowed in the land from the time of Avram Avinu. But the Rambam writes, from a technical, legal, halachic standpoint, there's a Kedusha Ta'aretz when we did Kivush, when Yoshua conquered the land. Then that remained until Bavel kicked us out. Then we conquered it again. Ezra came back, and it was a kivush through Chazaka, by not conquering militarily, but by living here. And the Rambam maintains that Kedusha from the time of Ezra was Kitchel Lashaita, Kitchel Atid Lavo. The Kedusha from that time was then and forever. So therefore, in Beit Shemesh and other places in Israel, the Kedusha is from the time of Ezra, approximately 2,500 years ago. And once we have the Kedusha in the land, then we get into the details of the Mitzvot Hatiluyoth Ba'aretz. Mitzvot that are dependent on Israel are dependent on having an Israel where there is halachic sanctity. So now that we've determined that there is sanctity, at least according to the Rambam, according to the way we paskin, so then we could get into the question, well, how does that sanctity affect fruits, vegetables, produce? In fact, if we don't have a Mikdash, in fact, we don't have a majority, how does that work? So Yetz Hashem, we'll analyze that in the next year. Shalom.